I'm working. There we go. Some of my fucking buttons are still a little goofy. Where are you? There you are. Do that, and we're good. No. Down. There we go. All right. Thing do the thing. The thing did the thing. Let's go. Fallout, baby. Yeah! I'm so amped on America. Let's go. All right. Fuck. Oh yeah, I forgot I came back here. Why did I come back here again? I know I didn't come here as part of the stream. I came here for something else. I just don't know what it was. But we'll just go ahead and hop back on over here. Get prepared. Let people start filing on in. Upper level. Early stream gang. Let's go. Early stream gang. All right. Oop. Put you away. There we go. All right. Open everything up here and just kind of chill.
What are you
all right. Open this up and we'll slide right on over here. Ooh, guns. How fancy. Oh, boy.
The new animals up there.
I got a
Any of
fucking
them good for eating.
watermelon Red Bull energy drink with me here.
Hopefully Daniel will report in soon.
Because the fucking gas stations and fucking like corner stores near my place don't have the watermelon monster, which is the stuff it's tricky saying stuff I really like because I don't really like energy drinks, but like they're pretty decent. The watermelon one specifically. And
what are you planning, Stoltz?
Not too bummed out on them. It's one of those things where it's like, all right, I guess it helps a little bit. Had a bit of
another complaint about Audrey.
Did a little bit of Elden Ring earlier today.
On this.
Got pretty good at it. Fucking did what did we do? We beat the Elden Beast, and then we got, I want to say maybe we got Melania fucking phase 2 down to like quarter health.
Audrey is trying to fix the weather machine? Hasn't that thing caused enough trouble?
Hasn't that thing caused enough trouble? Gee whiz. What are you gonna do about it? What could you do about it?
I'm tired of all the red tape and security checks.
Red tape and security, oh my gosh. What the flip? There we go. Alright. I ordered a fucking pizza. It was supposed to be here like 15 minutes ago. Not quite sure where it is.
I'll have to keep an eye on Audrey. I think the stress of everything is getting to her.
Oh, it was dropped off. Cool. Thanks for the notification. Shit. Alright, sorry. Hold on one second. I'll be right back.
A way to contain the Lost and use them to power the vault. This could be the answer we need. hadn't already lost my hair, I'd be tearing it out right now. Just how far did they go to cover up scandals? What else have they done?
You reckon that
All right,
storm's
1 second. Whoop. That was that. All right, hold on. There we go. Luckily enough for me, it's fucking 30 degrees Celsius outside, and the pizza was just sitting in direct sunlight. So, it's still nice and warm. Very good. Alright. Should have asked Let Me Solo her to help with Melania. Well, yes, obviously, but the thing is, the way... I don't know who's played Elden Ring in the chat, but the way summoning like that works, where you get another player in, is, you know, they place down a sign, and you can click on that sign to have them join you in the game. But when you do it publicly, it kind of just like randomly decides like whose game you're gonna show up in. So it's like I have no doubt he's still like out there fucking, you know, taking her out solo all the time. But the chances of you actually finding him and picking him up among all of the other people who also drop their signs, not saying that it's difficult to see, I'm just saying him actually being, you have to be on at the same time as him, and the fucking server gods have to be on your side in actually putting his signal in the same location as you, or at the same, you know, server, online server, whatever, as him.
Just how far did they go to cover up scandals? What else have they done?
Oh, yeah, okay. Right. Thought they goofed on my pizza for a second, but they didn't. It's good. All right, so we still did pretty good though. Like, all things considered, it was 3 people teaming up, got her down to like I said, about 1/4 of her health in the second round. So pretty good overall for fucking Elden Ring's hardest boss. It was so funny though. The first time we played it, I went in and she did this like charge attack thing, which like immediately took me out. So like the battle lasted all of like 2 seconds. It was funny as fuck.
Hopefully Daniel will report in soon.
I haven't played Elden Ring at all, but I'm gonna get it. The new DLC looks absolutely awesome. I have never been like a big fan of Souls games. Like, I didn't really know much about Souls games prior to Elden Ring. Elden Ring was the first Souls game I ever played, and all I knew about Souls games prior to that is that they were really challenging. And me personally, I don't really like super challenging games like that, like games that are like super hard. Like, that's the whole point of them. Especially the Souls games, they were, some of them were kind of like difficult in kind of like a bullshitty way, you know? They like sneak in enemies and stuff. They'll like come out from behind corners and fucking chop you and shit like that. It's like, ah, man, that's fucking bullshit. But Elden Ring looks super awesome, so I'm like, all right, I'll buy it, I'll try it, I'll see how it is. If I don't like it, like, I guess I'm out $60. Fucking okay, whatever. I got into it. I'm like, this shit fucking rips. Hell yeah, this is awesome. There's still some things that I don't really like about the game. The way you actually summon other players is a little cumbersome. There's like this, there feels like there's a lag between actions. So like when we were fighting the Elden Beast, which is like the last boss of the main game, I did this dodge roll, and what I was trying to do is I was trying to dodge out of the way and then drink a potion. But because I did it so quickly, I dodged and then I hit the button for the potion. There was like a delay in that I was still in the roll animation, so it didn't immediately flow into, drinking the potion, because there was that, like dead space in between the two actions. So I died because I wasn't quick enough in drinking the potion, because I was too quick in selecting the option before actually exiting the roll. Not a big fan of that. And then what was the other one?
An easy thing to do to put someone out of their misery.
Some of the enemies have like this weird thing where they will perform an attack, and then like you can like maybe get out of the way, but because of the way the animation is set up, the attack will still perform and it will be locked onto you instead of still leading in the direction the attack was first launched from. I think that's kind of bullshit, but overall the game seems pretty fairly balanced. I've seen some people say that Elden Ring is the easiest Souls game. I've seen some people say that it's the hardest Souls game. I don't know, but I enjoy it. Fuck, it's like drinking gasoline. I don't know why I do this to myself. It's because it wakes me up. It gives me energy. Is that Deathclaw egg?
Oh,
it is.
back.
Wow.
How can I help?
Okay, fair enough. All right, so
What are you Stoltz?
maybe we'll do fucking New Game Plus on Elden Ring for a stream. That might be kind of fun. I don't want to make any like super big promises, because I do also want to get back into playing like Fallout 4, because it's been a while since we played Fallout 4. Part of that was because the update and stuff, and there was like a delay in getting mods and stuff. I'm kind of tinkering around with the idea of doing a stream that's like just setting the mod list back up, but that one doesn't feel like it's going to be very, very fun to watch. It's just going to be one of those like technical behind the scenes kind of things, but maybe I'll run a poll on that or something. But
hopefully Daniel will.
Where was I going with that? That's all basically to say, like, I want to get back into playing Fallout 4, but there's also other shit I want to do on stream as well. So I just gotta kind of find that balance and figure out what people actually want to watch versus what I can play. Handcuffs. I will take these just because they have something that I apparently need, or at one point said that I need. Okay. So what happened? We went and we talked to Hilda, who is Overseer Hugo's, I think, niece. I don't think she's the daughter. I can't. No, because the daughter is the science lady. So she's mad because Hugo sent us with a book that was actually a trap and killed his daughter, Audrey. I think her name is Audrey. Her girlfriend, which is super fucked up. So she's all pissed at Overseer Hugo, which, like, 100% fucking warranted. Like, good God. And then we talked to Oberlin here, and we went and we found Hilda, who's the gal that first found us in Vault 63 and told us, like, hey, we got these ghouls who are like supercharged with electricity. We call them the Lost. We need help taking care of them. That's in German. I don't know what that says. If anybody in the chat or anybody watching this back knows German, comment below. What the fuck does that say? Because I don't speak German, but that's German. Anyway, went to Hilda, helped her with a little bit of experimentation, trying to get a cure for the Lost. Didn't exactly go very well. I think we made a little bit of progress, but we got high as balls, so it's a success in my book. I kind of wish I could play Fallout London, but sadly I can't since I play on console. But I understand why why they're gonna only release on PC. Yeah, it's just way too like a lot of these mods for Fallout 4 are just way too big for console players. I'm super glad that they that for Starfield specifically they uncapped the limitation on DLCs or on mods. I'm pretty sure the limitation was there in general because of Sony, I think, because of PlayStation. I could be wrong about that. That's just my interpretation, especially since, Starfield is Xbox only and there's no limitations there. So, kind of put 2 and 2 together. But anyway, not my business. Point is, I'm really glad that they have that uncapped so people can just download, for consoles specifically, as much internal or attachable, expandable storage they have. They can then fill that with more mods. And especially for Starfield, which seems like it's going to have it's just going to absolutely go bananas with mods. That's really cool. I really like that. But that's why you have content creators like me to stream and do let's plays of these bigger mods. So at the very least, you can experience the story as well. It'd be better to be able to play it, but then you get into the whole, I need a PC that's capable of running Fallout 4 and then running mods and it's a big time investment, big cash investment. So it's one of those things where it's all like, it's a case by case basis. But you always got us content creators here to make videos and commentaries and such about all that to get pretty much the exact same experience, roughly. All right, let's turn you off. There we go, and let's talk to Oberlin. So we came back, told Oberlin what was going on with Hilda, and now he's got something else for us, I think. Lay it on me, Jimmy.
If you're ready, I'd like to brief you on a highly classified matter.
Is it state secrets classified? What's the assignment?
To be frank, you are among the few here that I believe I can share this information with. Though I suppose that's not saying much. I have not been entirely honest about my role here.
Fuck, Red Bull is not good.
Nor other members of the Vault, Hugo included. I am Lieutenant Colonel James T. Oberlin, United States Army. Actively, not formerly.
Oh.
I remain in contact with him to this day.
Oh? Are you talking about the Brotherhood, then? Hate to break it to you, but I don't think there's much U.S. military left out there. Maybe I'm not ready to hear this. Okay, go on.
Originally, I was to oversee a government-funded weather research project. One that was shut down and then ultimately scooped up by Mr. Stoltz. While I was never exactly an expert on the subject, Mr. Stoltz found my experience with the project important for the transition. That project led to the development of this very Vault's weather machine, and ultimately our current predicament. I have remained in contact with my associates in the Army ever since, reporting the good and the bad.
Member of the Enclave? I don't think so. I feel like if he was a member of the Enclave, he would be kind of going about this whole shindig that he's got going on a little bit more clandestine, a little bit more cloak and dagger. I think he's actually just a member of the military and is not yet aware that the military has been dissolved in the wasteland and has basically been transformed into the Brotherhood. So not quite sure who he's in contact with. It could be that he's contacting with somebody who is like, a Brotherhood member, but they just want to keep him thinking that he is talking to somebody in the military. It could be that he's talking to an Enclave member who wants him to think that they're talking to the people in the military, or maybe is somebody in the military. I don't know. I don't think it's the Enclave, but I don't think it's like just, the typical, like, there are still United States military out there, right? I don't think that's it. So we'll keep chatting and see what we can find out.
Not long ago, I dispatched a member of my team to pass along my findings to a drop site I've been using over the years. Unfortunately, he has failed to return, and I fear the worst. Daniel is a good man. It's important we bring him home, if still possible. There's also the matter of the report, and whether or not it had been passed along, or potentially fallen into the wrong hands.
Okay. What's in these reports?
Information on the weather machine, the storm, the Lost, and Mr. Stoltz's recent activities. If things continue to accelerate as they are, I may end up requesting additional support. It's imperative they be made aware of what's happening.
Daniel? Fuck, who's Daniel? Daniel's another member of the military?
No, Daniel is part of the security crew hired by Mr. Stoltz, but he is still a member of my team. While I wasn't able to select my team personally, I have come to trust each and every one of them. It pains me not knowing Daniel's condition.
Don't you be starting to change things up around here. We got...
I'm trying to remember who Daniel was. Was he the fucking guy in the basement that we had to go down and kill? Who was like an actual feral? Oh, no. He's somebody new. Okay. I'll go to the drop and look for Daniel.
Thank you. The drop is located at High Knob Tower along the western perimeter of the park. We haven't had trouble with that location so far, but there is a chance that the Lost have overrun it. Or potentially some other party, drawn in by the allure of the storm. Either way, you're going in blind.
Other party.
Prepared for the worst.
Okay. Maybe he's aware of the Enclave, because that kind of sounded like he was thinking about the Enclave.
Felt the whole vault shaking a while.
I don't know. It's so funny. There's so many people who are all like, God, I wish that Fallout would fucking just leave the Enclave behind, you know. Present company included, actually. But then, like, anybody talks about, like, any unknown persons or individuals or anything like that, it always just reverts back to, like, oh, this is probably the Enclave. Oh, God. They could be talking about fucking, like, Caesar's Legion or the fucking Minutemen or, like, literally anybody else. And the first... If they were kind of presented as some sort of, like, unknown factor, people would be like, oh, fuck, it's the Enclave. Like, that would be their first thought. Hello. Oh, you're an actual guy. Okay. There you go. Take that. Let's see. Right over there. So, yeah, we could stop by Rhineland real quick. Knock that off the list. Or I guess add it to the list, rather. Yeah. Hell yeah. God. I do like the Lost voices. That's kind of fun. They're basically, like, the Lost as a conceptual thing is interesting. Because it's relying a lot on the raw crystal. It's relying a lot on the storm. And I think that's interesting because then that becomes more of, like, very similar to how the, what is it? The, fuck, what is it? Very similar to how the Scorched are viewed as sort of a... not a weather-based thing, but a larger presence, or a presence that's based off a larger thing, right? So, like the scorched beasts, right? They're the larger presence that the scorched are dependent on, and along those same veins, the Lost. Rapidin Camp? Wait, where am I? Oh, I must have missed that one. It's like right there. How did I miss that? Weird. All right. Well. Here we are, another camp. But so the Scorched are basically the storm equivalent. Like, you think the scorched beast is representative of the storm, and the Scorched are representative of the Lost. I think that's really interesting, especially specifically this, because then it's more of a weather phenomenon that is creating an offset of caricatures. Mr. Gardner, supervisor. Are you bad guys? You are. At the very least. Yoink. But I just think that's interesting that they've I mean it's funny saying it like the government, or like the Bethesda rather, has weaponized the weather, because that's probably very much what they were trying to do. But along those same lines, it just creates a new, I don't know, it just feels a lot more like eldritch, you know? Much more like big and imposing. And I feel like that's definitely the direction that Fallout's been kind of heading, specifically with Fallout 76, because you have things like the Scorch Beast, Earl Williams, the fucking ultrasite mole thing that I can't remember the name of at the moment, the guy that you find at Nuka World during that one event. I guess it's not an event. Is it? Is it? No, it's not an event. It's a it's like a raid thing. But yeah, I think it's really interesting that they're focusing more on like big creatures, right? Because then you have a much more. I don't really want to say you have a much more like Cthulhu-esque kind of world. But that is something that that Bethesda has been leaning into with the newer Fallout games. Newer being like 3 and beyond. But more so additionally on top of that, they're sort of not subtly getting at the same point, but kind of doing the same thing, but on a lesser scale with these sort of like bigger monsters, especially the ones that have an effect on their environment. I think that's interesting because it opens up a lot more story possibilities where it's not like, hey, the big bad is this guy or this faction. The big bad is a result of, it's literally the consequences of our actions, Very similar to how the super mutants were in Fallout 1, where it's like, yeah, they're bad, but the larger point is they're, the culmination of man's ignorance, or like our flippant attitude of when it comes to the limitations of science, this, that, and the other thing. But I think that's cool. It's getting closer to the same level of big and imposing as someone like Frank Horrigan or someone like the Master, but more of the big and imposing in a sense. We back here? We've been here before? No, this is a different location. Listen, I don't know where these laser beams are coming from, but I don't much appreciate them being shot in my face. Get rid of you. Nope, you're dead. You. Ooh, there you are. Take you. Thing here? No. Oh my god, I'm coming. Gee whiz. Whoops, excuse me. There you go. You. In the morning there she calls me. Read. Oh, you're still alive. Take that. And take that. Okay. I'm driving down the road. I should have been born again yesterday. Sorry, hold on a sec. Okay. Yes. I think that super mutants are the creations of man's struggle to become more powerful. Well, yes, that too, but it all sort of like stems from a core how do I describe it? Like it all comes from the same place, right? Either greed or ow, fuck you. Greed or pride or anything like that. Arrogance, you know. Everything has an original sin, basically. Ooh, hello. I'll take that. Can you stop? Bad dog. So like it all stems from the same baser level, right? There we go. And oh no, Daniel's dead.
Chief, Hang-Up's been compromised. A group of outsiders rolled in, heavily armed, started setting up camp. Only a matter of time until they find me up here. Pretty sure this is it for me. But listen, Chief, I gotta come clean. I want to go to my grave with a clean conscience. This whole thing, the reports, the army, it's a sham, boss. Every single file has gone straight to Mr. Stoltz. We're his men first, Chief, not yours. Not really. There's no military contact. Just Hugo. Those of us in the know have been heading out here to play the part, make you think it's real. But this ain't a drop site. It's a smoke break spot. I'm sorry you gotta find out like this, Chief. You're one of the good ones. Don't trust anyone down there. We're all just his puppets. Oh, shit! I'm sorry.
Oh shit. Wow, what a twist actually. That was pretty good. I mean, I think you it's kind of, I don't know. It's always kind of weird looking at something in hindsight because it's like now that you know the twist, you can kind of be all like, "Oh yeah, I could definitely see this being something that Hugo would do." But if it's like prior to that, you couldn't really have guessed or like come to the same conclusion without prior knowledge, then it's a twist. But if it's something you're just like in retrospect like, yeah, I could see that. It's not really a twist, but yeah, this was pretty good though. This was definitely a good answer to our question because like, I mean, we were theorizing about that, like, oh, it's probably the Enclave, and it's like, oh, well, no, it could be the Brotherhood, but then it's like, why would it be the Brotherhood? And then it's like, why would it be the Enclave? But like, this makes 100% more sense, especially since up until this point, they've been talking about, they've been planting the seeds and more putting forward the narrative that Stoltz can't be trusted because he's, a manipulator. And he deceives people, and he lies, this, that, and the other thing. So, like, this makes 100% sense. And that's... I was going to say that's damn good writing. It's not, fantastic writing, but that's narrative through line. It matches the characters' pre-established, not motivations, not actions, but like what his mannerisms, like what he would do and how he would act, right? All right, what's this say? Stoltz seems to be done biding his time. The organic sector chief has invited an outsider into the vault, a dweller from 76 no less. The overseer has put them to work for us. I had the dweller run some errands of my own in an attempt to judge their character and maybe glean some insight into what Stoltz is planning. They proved to be adequate and could potentially prove to be trusted with more secure matters, still awaiting further reports. Stoltz has been pushing others towards more definitive answers surrounding the nature of the lost. He's also been looking to run tests with new configurations for the weather machine. My assumption is that he plans to make a move soon, one that could endanger us all. I may need backup, I'm officially requesting military presence in Shenandoah. Okay, so this is him talking to who he believes to be the army, but who in reality are just people working for Stoltz. And that is 100% along his pre-established caricature, creating a false person or a false point contact for Oberlin to contact in case he thinks that Oberlin is trying to, usurp him or undermine his authority and this, that, and the other thing. But that's good. I like that. The lab is located below the old Hawksbill weather station. Come prepared for the worst. Godspeed. Lieutenant Colonel James Oberlin. Fuck yeah. Stoltz is an asshole. We already knew that, but now it's definitive. Again. There's probably several different points in which you could be all like, man, this Stoltz guy's a real fucking dick. Like when he sent us unknowingly to murder his daughter's girlfriend just because he doesn't like her. So, that's pretty cool. It's not. That's actually pretty fucked up. Of course, you guys knew that. You knew that. All right, let's see. You know what? Since we're like right here, let's go check out this gridstone arc. Huh? Blue. Oh, it's just fire. I thought it was going to be something cool and different. God. Bethesda once again pulling the wool over our eyes. Gee whiz. Ooh. That's a pretty effect. Is that just the night sky in the background there? Yep. That's cool. I like that. Get a good picture. Ah, yes. Perfect picture. Let's see if I can time it right and get one with the lightning. Ah, there's a little bit there. Ah, that's more over there. Oh, damn it. I turned away at the exact wrong time. Ah, well. Whatever. That's cool, though. I like that. That's purty. Just like on the outside, the periphery, and then Shenandoah River, life is old there, older than the trees. God, I love just the huge, massive ominousness of this fucking storm. Just, like a fucking hovering UFO. Daunting, and yet at the same time, natural. Alright. What is going on here? We got some super mutes. What up, bro? How goes it? Everybody having a good time? You better be, or else I'm gonna set you on fire. He was having a good time, but he wasn't having a great time. I know I didn't introduce that as a stipulation, but I am now. So, what the fuck am I on about? All right, come here. There we go. Shenandoah River, life is old. Is it just those guys? Ah, there's a couple more around here somewhere. Eh? Maybe not. Eh? Oh, yeah, I guess that's it. Fuck yeah. I'm gonna get on top of this mountain. I'm gonna get way the fuck up here. Come on. No mountain can sustain me. No mountain can match the indomitable human spirit. I like those TikToks. Every once in a while, I'll see a TikTok that's like, fucking, it's one of those fucking TikTok videos that's got like big fuck it we ball energy, and it's like climbing mountains. The indomitable human spirit prevails once again. One that I saw recently, actually, I just remembered this. Whoop, ow. Fucking you come from? Die. I don't know how the fuck you snuck up on me. You're dead, though, so it doesn't really matter. There it is. That's about everything. One that I saw recently was it was one of those TikTok videos that's just like, you know, images, so it's just like a little 3-panel slideshow. But it was, roast behemoth sounds delicious. Dude, they're fucking humanoids. We don't eat super mutant meat. That's fucked up. That's kind of like, you know, cannibalism, but with extra steps. You're thinking Deathclaws. Now, roasted Deathclaw, that's some good eatings right there. Is that it right there? Yeah, it is. It's over there. But no, so the TikTok was, I saw an actual video of the event. I didn't find like a news article or anything, but then again, I didn't really look too deeply into it. And, oh shit, Evil Death Azul got the fucking cannibalism perk confirmed. Goddamn. But it was this guy whose girlfriend was like trapped in a fire or something. So dude fucking like built a makeshift ladder, fucking climbed up to like the 2nd or 3rd story of the apartment they lived in, and is like fucking attached to the window. And the window's got like, you know, bars on it or something. It was like in, I want to say, I could be wrong, but I think the man in question was Asian. So it kind of made me think that this was like, especially like the architecture, because you know you don't see too many like apartment buildings with fucking wrought iron fucking bars as windows. So it kind of made me think it was in like you know, Southeast Asia, or you know, some other part of some other part of the world that's not like a first world nation, or maybe is just a first world nation that just had a bit. Anyway, getting off topic. Point is, his girlfriend's trapped inside of a house fire, and so dude builds a fucking makeshift ladder, or maybe he didn't build it, but it looked like it was one of those like not foldable or like foldable like actual ladders, but like an emergency ladder that was made out of like cloth or something. He gets this ladder, fucking climbs up to the window, and you know the window's got iron bars on it, so he can't get her out, or get her out of the window. So what he does, this fucking absolute fucking mad lad, he's got a fucking sledgehammer, and he's just wham, 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 just like fucking hammering it against the hammering it against the wall next to the window, and eventually is able to hammer out a hole big enough for her to escape out of. And I'm all like, God damn, like you can just fucking hear the My Hero Academia music blaring in the background. That's one of those like, fuck it, we ball kind of moments where it's just like I'm getting you out of here. That's just what's gonna happen. My body may break and my skin may melt, but you will experience freedom and safety. Like, fuck yeah, that's Big Chad energy. It was awesome. It was so fucking cool. I love shit like that. Fucking like hope core, indomitable human spirit videos. That shit gets me fucking hyped. It's all like, we're fucking awesome. Like fucking, like there's a lot of bad shit in the world, and there's probably gonna be bad shit for like a long time. But like, fuck man, we just out here being fucking chads like all the time. Push comes to shove, we shove and we win. What the fuck was that? Is that just the storm? I think it was. Okay, so there's, I think, one other location over here. Here's your Frontier playlist. It made me desperate, right? It fucking skibbity melted your brain. What's that? Is that a bug? It's something. Oh, there it is. Deadly bloat fly. More like dead bloat fly. Got him. Whoops. There we go. Alright. Question Hugo. Okay. We can do that once we get back to the vault. I don't have the weapon on me. Ooh, actually, I think I fucking check this shit out. Where is it? Might be further down near the bottom. Oh, no, here it is. Fucking heavy napalm cremator. So the cremator is a newer weapon that was introduced in the previous season, and what is it? I don't remember the modifications and stuff, but there's a modification where the damage per second. So this is the damage that it does just outright. So for each shot, it does 444 points of damage. And then this is the amount of additional damage it'll do over 6 seconds. There was a mod, I think it's the slow burning modification, to where I don't remember what the actual damage per shot is, but the damage over 12 seconds was like 2,000. So like, it's a fucking lot. Not comparatively as much or as powerful as the flamethrower I'm using now. But it was so funny because like I was testing it out, and I noticed that what would happen is I would shoot it, and if I hit something, I'd like wait 12 seconds, and then 9 times out of 10 it would just die because it does more damage over that 12 seconds than they have health. And I think it also applies in a splash damage kind of way. So you shoot at something, you miss it, but if you're close enough to it, it still counts as a hit, and then still provides that 2,000 damage over 12 seconds. And that's pretty fucking good. But the only downside is that, where is it? Does it single fire mode, single fire? Did I say? No, it didn't. I was testing with this earlier. It doesn't say it on here, but it takes 10 points of 10 individual flamer fuel ammo per shot, which is a lot. And even at like the biggest the biggest increase, that 2,000 over 12 seconds, I can still do way more damage with this thing over the course of 12 seconds than that thing can do in one shot, which again takes up 10 points. Plus, this guy heals me. Once the new update rolls out where you can craft your own legendary effects, apply your own legendary effects to like weapons and shit, maybe it'll become a little bit more viable by putting specific legendaries on it. Not viable, but make it a bit more powerful. That might be pretty good, but for now it's just kind of don't get me wrong, 2,000 damage over 12 seconds is still really good, but compared to the setup I have right now, nah, not as much. What the fuck is this? What did we stumble across? The trading post. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Alright, who are you?
Salutations. Welcome to our little trading post. How can I, Murray, be of service today?
We got a robot with a stutter. Why is this place so deserted?
Well, once the weather went bad, we ran into a spot of bad luck. Whole region became quite the lightning hazard. Though we've been spared any direct hits, most of our camp thought it was time to move on, I suppose. Except me and Wesley, of course. And I'm sure James will be back any day now with Miss Jewel.
Who's Wesley?
He's our mechanic who stayed back due to feeling a little under the weather. No worries, though. I keep him supplied with freshly boiled water. But between you and me, he's been a tad lazy for some time now. Sleeping in all day and not much for company. Also, my tune-up is way overdue now.
Who's James and Jewel?
James is our camp leader who stayed behind to keep the place going, while the others decided to leave. He eventually left to chase after Miss Jewel. They're something of an item, you see. Wesley and I are watching over the place till he returns with her. I'm certain he will be back any day now.
Fair enough, fair enough. She's something else, and then what, you only have...
Oh, we
Should
have
sell.
an eclectic assortment. Many traders used to pass through here, you see. Fewer now, but enough to keep our supplies stocked. We also have our own locally sourced maple syrup, made from the big tree here, crafted by yours truly, of course.
I can't tell whether or not he's supposed to just have a stutter or is, like, programmed to be nervous. I guess it doesn't really matter at that point, but...
You're looking rather
Yeah, okay, cool.
Why not buy some?
So there's nobody here to actually trade with, but it's got all the stuff. That's pretty dope. Okay, so nothing new there, I don't think. Alright. Let's head back to 63 and ask Hugo what the fuck. Last thing I watched was the NCR part. It hurt watching, even at twice speed. Yeah.
What have you?
Yeah, the frontier was kind of a thing. I'm hoping that that the remake they're working on is gonna be better. I haven't gotten any like information or anything out of him, but I've talked with TG Spy a couple times. And it seemed, I mean, we haven't talked like massively in depth, but it definitely seems like they've kind of, you know, taken some stuff away, and are putting their better foot forward, to make the next iteration of the mod a little bit less suspect, to say the least. All right, Hugo, you son of a bitch. What the fuck are you doing?
You seem perturbed, my friend. Has your work with Chief Oberlin been that taxing?
Don't you be starting.
This guy fucking over here thinking he's fucking Sosuke Aizen. In reality, he's just a fucking nerd. You've been playing Oberlin for the fool.
How crude. Come now, my friend. What is this all about?
You're an asshole. Cut the crap. I know about all these fake army reports. His men working for you. I don't need you to admit it. I just wanted you to know that the jig is up. You know what? Never mind. Cut the crap, you sumbitch.
Of course his men work for me. You all work for me, my friend. Allow me
All right,
to
that's fair.
explain. James T. Oberlin is a workhorse. Powerful, focused, efficient. But someone like him needs order. Blinders and a carrot, if you will. With too much freedom of thought, people like him are lost. James came to me as a part of a package. I bought a box of cereal, and he was the delightful toy at the bottom.
Don't
Now,
like that analogy.
highly decorated, highly skilled prize, but still a part of a larger whole. The best thing for someone like him is a simple purpose. He plays this role because he needs to believe it's true. A smarter man would see through this facade immediately, but not Oberlin. Oh no.
And news. Screw it. I miss how it was before.
This is twisted, Hugo. Cruel. Cruel and unnatural.
A crueler thing would be shattering the only thing that's kept the man sane for the past 2 decades. I do this for him, you know.
That's a psychopath thing to say. I fuck with people for their betterment. Like, nah. That's fucked up. I'm telling Oberlin.
I would strongly advise against that course of action. I must warn you, disrupting such a delicate balance as the human psyche is a dangerous thing. You don't know what will push someone over the edge. But I will not stand in your way. Just choose your words carefully.
I'm gonna go straight to him and be all like, your boss is a fucking dick, and he's been playing you for a schmutz. It's gonna blow his fucking brain apart. Alright.
You'll be starting to change things up around.
Oberlin, buddy, guess what?
Back. And without Daniel, what was the situation?
Well, he's dead. Daniel didn't make it, but I filed the report. The army will know what's happening here. Daniel's dead, but he left a confession. The report went straight to Hugo.
You're serious? And you have proof?
Yeah, here you go.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Look at me. Are you sure?
Yes. I'm sorry. It's the truth. Here's the holotape. Take the damn holotape.
After all this time, it takes someone from outside this vault to finally tell me the goddamn truth.
Yeah.
Thank you, my friend. This... ugh, it's very upsetting. I'm glad I have you to rely on. Kill that. No, not yet. Not now.
Supplies
I
are
can't give him
starting
the
to
opportunity
dwindle
to
a
turn
little,
this around on me.
even with the
Thank you
stockpile from the
for bringing
supply
this to my
lines.
attention.
You know,
I
before
need
the
time to make
storm.
sense of this. It's best that Hugo remain unaware that I've been shown the truth. Not until I'm ready to act. I will allow him to think he retains control. You've earned a reward for your effort and honesty. I will let you know if and when I decide to act on this revelation. For now, I wait. Be careful with who you trust in down here. It's a viper's den. Dismissed.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, challenge complete. I get a thing. Open it up. Per cards. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Joke?
The whole vault shaking me.
Trout detective walks into a crime scene. Something smells fishy. Hilarious. Alright, so... where is it? I think I just have this one and then I have everything maxed out. Yeah, I think I have everything maxed out now. It's bad? No. No, I guess I can't see that other one until I get through it. Shattered Grounds. Ooh. Cool gun. Where is it? There it is. Ooh. Design-wise, that's pretty cool looking. It looks like it's all, like, handcrafted. I mean, it's the handmade, so of course it would look handmade, but
Seeing someone do
that looks
so
even
much
more
good
handmade.
around
I like this. This is pretty cool looking.
It's refreshing.
Damage increase per action up to 50%, currently 0. Per addiction. Bullets explode for 20% weapon damage and 90% weight. Hell yeah. This is pretty decent. I mean, the per addiction thing isn't the greatest because not many people get addicted, but I mean, exploding bullets and a lighter gun, that's always dope. Gathering clouds. Oh, fuck yeah. Are we gonna push the big button to control the fucking weather? Just like the government? Just like Joe Biden's the government? Fucking let's go.
Impeccable timing. I was just thinking of you.
Ah.
You've gone through great lengths to clear a path ahead for us. The stage has been set for final preparations.
Hugo, we can't just go back to business after what you did.
Business? No, we can save that for later. I understand how my methods may seem extreme, but remember you are only seeing the end of the story. There are many chapters you've missed up until now. Perhaps I can provide some insight.
Okay.
Did you know that lightning can reach temperatures hotter than the surface of the sun?
Yes.
Energy beyond that of a star, and yet we can survive being struck by it. The Lost. Myself. My Cassidy.
Mm-hmm.
We live with it inside us, dancing, colliding, beautifully and violently.
Mm-hmm.
Invisible forces taking form right here, inside, in a fervent embrace. Chaos contained.
Uh-huh. Where you going here, boy?
Don't you be starting to
Sounds like you're on a bit of an ego trip.
it works, damn it.
Nothing short of a miracle, I guess.
Not a miracle, no. It's nature. When I first heard my Cassie's voice, it was magnetic, ensnaring me from across the room. Every footstep perfectly placed, as if I'd done it 1,000 times before. It was a force. A path so clear, so natural, a gravitational pull. Two entities brought together, and a magnificent explosion as a result. Only possible with our meeting. The world shifted at our very presence from that point on. We did the impossible together.
I'm really sorry you lost her, Hugo. It sucks.
No. You misunderstand. When the feral mind began to take her, I feared losing her forever. That spark between us lost its charge. She slipped further and further away. I made a choice. To follow the only path that had provided us any hope. I reignited that spark. I brought her to the device. I pushed it to its limit. I allowed it to impart on us that power greater than the burning surface of the sun.
Oh. So you intentionally made yourself and your wife members of the Lost and created the Lost in the process. That's fucked up, dude. You caused the accident.
An accident implies a lack of intent. No, it was a choice. The creation of the Lost was no mistake. Its failure to reach completion is, however, a half-step that left them deserted in a reality all their own. But we need to bring them back. All of them, not just my Cassie. We need to bridge the divide. That is what I'm trying to fix here. That is where I need your help.
Okay. You're checking all the mad signs about it. He really is like, fuck, man. Damn. Okay. Let's go.
Danke dir, mein Freund. Truly. We are so close to a solution now. I've provided Hilda and Audrey with all they need to complete our work. If you speak with them downstairs, they will be able to provide next steps.
God, Hugo's a real fucking ends justify the means kind of guy. Give me 1 second here. Okay. There we go. Okay. I'll talk with Hilda and Audrey.
Thank you. They are already caught up and will provide you with the information you need. Now, is there anything else? I'd prefer if we could begin soon.
To it. You said you were close to some kind of solution?
Yes. Hilda and I had been chasing a potential lead for some months now. We reached a blockade, though. One that was obliterated by your arrival. She and Audrey can provide the specifics, but in short, I believe I am the key. Or at least the results of my mutation are. As I remind you, I'm no scientist. But there is hope. I have seen it.
I had questions about the weather device.
The weather machine? Really? A machine. A tool. What could be left to discuss?
The fuck does it work? Where did this come from?
It was acquired. A last-minute sales pitch. I never anticipated it would have the impact it did, both positively and negatively. I hardly care to discuss history and trivial details. What it was is irrelevant. What it is now, progress. A solution.
The old vault sure was something.
I get it now. The Lost were created because Hugo thought the weather device would stop his wife from turning into a feral. Yep. And as a result, because he's all like fucking apparently infatuated with with lightning and stuff. Probably on a scientific level. Well, no, he's not a scientist either. Well, point is, he's all like, I'm going to use the weather machine to stop my wife from turning into a feral. And as a result, boom, created the Lost. Turned himself into a Lost, turned his wife into a Lost, and accidentally turned a whole bunch of his friends and neighbors into Lost. So, yeah, like he's God, it's kind of fucked up to say he's stepping up and trying to fix his mistake, but he tried to Frankenstein his wife there, and as a result, hurt a lot of people in the process. We've killed so many of them. And God, he got so many people killed because he could. That's just like the fucking like tale as old as time. Hurting others because you can't let go of something. Instead, it turned to him, his wife, and the dwellers near the machine turned to the lost. Yep, he's still kind of a cold-hearted corporate. Oh no, yeah, he's still fucking Vault-Tech's favorite child, but like, yeah, he like fuck. This guy's fucked up. He's creepy and bad. I'd be interested to kind of like look into him and some of the other characters in 76, see how they stack up to some of the mainline villains, like, you know, Father, kind of Arthur Maxon a little bit, you know, obviously like the Master, President Eden, stuff like that. That'd be an interesting video. What does this have to do with the Lost?
It is the catalyst for their creation, and the creation of the storm as well. Though both appear to be living far beyond their conception. Our attempts to stop the spread of the feral mind led to a step in another direction. Now, we course correct.
I'm pretty sure he was one of the board of directors of Vault-Tech. Oh, was he? I might have missed that. I wouldn't be surprised, though. Good. Better get to it. Audrey's never going to forgive you, you know. You killed her ex-girlfriend.
You say that now, but when we succeed, when we fix all of this, well, I imagine she'll come around.
Oh yeah, she's gonna be chomping at the bit to rekindle your guys's, you know, like not rekindle, fucking what is it? Repair your father-daughter relationship after she finds out that in the process of trying to save her mom, created the Lost, and you also killed her girlfriend. Oh yeah. You trying to you making her clean up your mistake is really gonna inspire her to be all like, man, maybe my dad's not a complete psychopath. This guy's fucking insane.
We couldn't have come this far without you.
I know.
I hope you know that.
I do. Because you're all fucking incompetent. I just love this whole fucking... Look up mouse. There we go. This whole fucking bathed in shadow fucking supervillain fucking motif he's got going on here. Oh, I thought there was a save there. Like, fucking definition of aura right here. Let me fucking get in here. Let me get in here. And then... Nope, not that one. Maybe a little bit that way. Just a touch, though. Zoom out just a little bit. Bam. Aura. Like, fuck, dude. They couldn't have set that up as, like, framing, like, this guy's the bad guy any better.
Think I'm happy doing this, James? Of course not. But what choice do we have?
Hello.
This isn't just about us. It's about everyone here in the vault. Everyone we've lost.
He's not just a liar. He's a killer, Audrey.
Can we get started already? The tissue samples aren't gonna remain stable forever.
Oh, it's you. We
Hi.
were just trying to figure out... I don't know. Everything.
There's a lot to figure out. I wouldn't blame you. Everything okay?
We both know everything is far from okay.
That's fair.
We need to put an end to this soon.
We're going to be overseeing a final experiment that could alter the future of this vault.
All of our work is coming to fruition. My research on understanding the Lost, Audrey's on the weather machine, but the last piece is Uncle Hugo. Like, literally, we're examining a piece of him. Gross, I know. Once we have the right data, we can run the machine again to reverse the effects of the Lost. We think.
Maybe. How is that possible?
Thanks to the flesh of that madman. Loath as I am to say it.
My father is the only one afflicted by the machine that has managed to retain his senses. At first, we speculated that it could be related to a sight impairment, but we are certain now there's more to it. He seems to have mutated differently from the other Lost.
The experiments I've been running all but confirmed it.
We think the reason is because he was the one to push the big button, so to speak. He made
Okay.
direct contact with the device. The electricity spread out from him, almost like a conduit.
Interesting. All right. Hey, man, nice stream. Thank you. Hello, Quailer. Okay, I'm back. Welcome back. We basically figured out that Hugo's a complete and total asshole, psychopath, and he's the one that created the Lost because he tried to save his wife by injecting them both with fucking direct electricity. Fucking lightning and shit. Are you sure about this?
We are, and have the evidence to back it.
Are you sure about that? Fucking
Comparing tissue samples from Uncle Hugo
Fucking,
with ones from
John
Papa and
Cena.
others. The behavior from Uncle Hugo's sample is far more complex and responsive to stimuli. It's almost as if he's a completed specimen and the rest are just imitating him.
We've been repairing and adjusting the machine to potentially complete the Lost's transformation, using that monster upstairs as a template.
Also, like, pretty much everybody in here, except maybe fucking Hilda on the side here. But both of these guys just want Hugo fucking dead. Dead as hell. Mad Men is the most underrated thing Oberlin has ever said. Yeah, real. Dude's fucking insane. I'm pretty sure that this mod has multiple endings. I don't want to like spoil myself to look them up, but at the same time, I want to make sure that I get like the good ending, you know? Because with the Atlantic City ending, we got a good ending, but not like the good ending. We were basically all like, we basically told the daughter like, hey, you should maybe not give your family a second chance because they were kind of objectively assholes. So, you know, maybe you should go somewhere else. I mean, that's not what we said, but that's effectively where we landed on. I'm not sure if this has the same sort of ending, but I wouldn't be 100% surprised. So I'm kind of like conflicted, like, fuck, what do I do? Do I look it up and kind of spoil it for myself, or do I just like keep going and then just like let the cards fall where they will? Because I kind of like naturally gravitate towards like the good ending. Because I'm a good boy. I'm a nice man. Okay, sure. What do we do next? Sound like Hugo selling another lie. You've got to see. Okay, wait, hold on a sec. That's like how Norman Osborn in Spider-Man game created a bioweapon accidentally because he was trying to cure his son. Yeah, like I was actually just saying that. Like it's always stories like this are always like it always kind of stems back to the exact same thing where it's like bad stuff happens because somebody just couldn't let go of their loved one. They had to cling to them despite the fact that they were maybe not beyond saving, but like it's clearly their time to go, you know? You should play custom COD zombie maps. I don't play a whole lot of COD, unfortunately. I've played there was like a free version, I think. A free-to-play version. I don't remember what the name of it. I have a friend who I played it with a little bit, and like it was okay. But it's kind of all over the place. But it's never something that I really gravitated to. I think that the Lost have a piece of Hugo's personality, thus why they said weird things. I could see that. They're kind of getting at the point that some of Hugo's characteristics, or maybe not characteristics, but Hugo's. Hugo wasn't affected in the same way that the Lost were, or that everybody else was, because of his proximity to the device. So it could be a case where the energy from the device went through Hugo and then through him went to everybody else. So, you know, maybe something transferred along those lines. In the fucking super mystical world of Fallout, energy transference, personality transference, stuff like that. Possibility. Characteristics, rather. You got to see this mad. You've got to see. This is madness, right? Ah, okay. Yes. Oh, awkward silence.
No.
Okay.
Which is why we run tests first. We aren't simply going to fire up the machine again and hope he's right. We need to be sure first.
That's where you come in. We need you to head surface side and run the experiment for us. We've set up a number of devices that can simulate the effects of,
It'll simulate what the impact of different device configurations will have on lost cells. In other words, we can test what would happen if we followed my uncle's plan on a smaller scale.
Check those devices. I'm thinking run. How will we know if it works?
We're going to be reading the results as they're relayed back here. We'll be in communication via radio tuners on the devices as well. If this proves worthless, my father's going to have to... Well, we'll deal with that when we know for sure.
Kill him. Do it. It'll be hilarious. I'll head to the devices. Point me there.
I'll mark the first device for you. We'll make contact once we see it up and running.
Anyone else kind of excited about this?
Me.
Just me then?
Me. Oh. I'm excited. You fucking ridiculous creature.
but your help
All
has
right.
been invaluable to us.
It's a shame we don't have the work.
This way. Up. Actually, this way we don't have to go through all that shit again. Ah, over here. Okay. Yeah, sure, why not? Fast travel for the win. Overall, I like this this quest line for Skyline Valley. It's pretty badass. My God, he's dead. Hello? Oh, yeah, you guys, you're stuck there. I'll get you. Hold on. Stop. Hold still. There, jeez. They're older than the trees. Running out of ammo. Flame fuel expensive. There you are. Rank 4 achieved. Fuck yeah. Battle pass, baby. Whoop. I'll take these. Didn't want to take all those, but this works fine. Fine. Just fine. Oh, you're still alive. Oh, God. All right. Big red button. Bloop.
Running control test. This will show us how added storm energy under the machine's bulk interacts with your cells.
Why waste time on this? Just need to see the effects of the new configuration.
You need a focus. It's too important for cutting corners.
I'm gonna set all you guys on fire. There you go. Hey, fuck up. There we go. Have to switch back to the fucking minigun thing here soon.
As suspected. They become further agitated, volatile. They're much less stable than Uncle Hugo's now.
Great. Now we know the thing that was bound to fail will fail. On to the next device. Over and out.
Okay, thank you. Imagine if Bethesda released a saxophone instrument to the game. Dude, that'd be fucking dope. Just somebody, you just running across the wasteland, and then all of a sudden you just hear off in the distance. Bam, 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 bam. Fucking Squirtle saxophone music. Like, let's fucking go. Okay, I'm going. Just fucking calm down. Big turkey. Thrashers don't seem real interested in ever really attacking me. They're just kind of there. See? Like, he's not charging. He's just kind of like, fuck off, dude. Okay. Yeah, even when I get real close, he doesn't really do nothing. Interesting. Just gonna slide around you. Alright.
Device 2 starting up now. We will be using the new configuration. Our hypothesis is that the samples from the Lost will begin to behave closer to Uncle Hugo's. Come on, science. You can do it.
You can do it, science.
Mercy on us all if it can't.
Can we get a science in the chat? Let's fucking go. Let's get a science in the chat. That way science knows that we got its back. We'll never let you down, science. Yeah, these fucking thrashers aren't really doing much. Science! They're just kind of all like, hey yo, what up?
Test completed.
We
This
did it.
is not what I expected. They barely changed. They are reacting to the sample from Father, even from across the table. They're moving toward it.
Let me see, Hugo's. Dear Lord. It's not just that. They're mirroring it, following it. Almost like puppets on strings.
How is this even possible? Did Uncle Hugo know this would happen?
That bastard. He isn't planning to fix them. He's planning to bring them under his control.
Ah, yes.
Oh, I knew it. I'm bringing him into custody now.
Oberlin, wait!
That was good timing there.
Damn it, he's gone. You're still there, right?
Maybe.
There's one more device. Please head there. We have to be sure this isn't some kind of fluke.
Okay. that seems fucking we're just reiterating the fact that Hugo is a manipulative psychopath. He's like, "Oh, I just want to cure my fucking I just want to cure my wife and shit." And it's like, "No, you don't. You're just a freak. You're a nutcase. You're trying to bring all these things under your control so you'll be all powerful." Just want an army of dudes. Captain Chad Bear, damn straight. Captain Chad Bear with his fucking Oakleys and his 6-shooter. I think he had alcohol. Was that the other thing that was there? Was it alcohol or cigarettes? Alrighty then. Bloop.
Starting final test now.
Okay.
Audrey, I don't like this. This has got to be a mistake, right? Let's finish the test.
If it's just those guys, I wonder if they'd actually be able to do any serious damage to the lightning harvester before the 20 seconds is up. I very much doubt it. Blowing like the breeze, country road, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama.
Please, please be different. No, it's the same. They're all moving with him. How?
Yeah.
Why? God damn him.
Audrey, we've got a problem.
Uh-oh.
Bastard is gone.
Oh, shit.
What?
And you, get back here ASAP. Over and out.
Okay. Well, he got what he wanted, and now he outie. I wonder if he'll make Captain Chad Bear some dope merch. That'd be actually kind of funny. But I feel like I would have to kind of utilize him a bit more often. Otherwise, I'd just be selling some random ass shirt with a random ass caricature on it. But that does sound kind of fun. First I gotta get big enough for people to actually buy merch. First I gotta get big enough just to get before getting big. First I just gotta fucking start putting videos out more. because like I've fucking spent. I'm just so fucking busy all the time, but I'm circling the end goal with a video, and I'll hopefully have it out by this week or like late next week. So fingers crossed on that one. I got another video that's like on the back burner that's done. I just want to get this video out first, and then I got one out, or I got one in the works after that. It's just taking so fucking long to do everything.
Keep an eye on Audrey. I think the stress.
What up? All right, hold on one quick second.
Much as I hate to admit it, I'm not sure I could have managed without your help. Thank you.
Gotta respond to a thing. Hold on one second.
I'm tired of all the red tape.
It may not seem like much, but your help has been invaluable to us.
Barely fresh
Thank you.
air.
Okay, there we go. What up, Oberlin?
Good. You're here. The situation has developed and we're short on time.
Developed? How so?
Here's the sitrep. We've discovered that Hugo didn't leave alone. He's taken Cassidy with him. That can only mean one thing. He's going to activate the weather machine already. Bastard. This experiment was just to distract us. He already had all the pieces he needed.
Not gonna lie, I would be surprised if you didn't become the next Markiplier. While that is very nice, thank you for such a strong compliment. I don't know if I'd ever become the next Markiplier. There are people throughout history who are like one of a kind individuals, and I feel like people like Markiplier, PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, maybe not to the greatest extent. Like, oh, there'll never be another PewDiePie, stuff like that. There are definitely people that spring up, and it's like, oh man, like you like they don't make them like this anymore. I feel like Markiplier is definitely one of those people. He seems like such a down to earth, genuine guy. If I like with my podcast, I'm mostly focusing on creators and like noteworthy individuals in the Fallout community, and then expand to the larger Bethesda community, Starfield, Skyrim, this, that, and the other thing. But eventually it would be cool to like branch out further to that and like interview people in the internet sphere in general. And like I would be so stoked if I could talk to Markiplier, because even though, especially like on his initial rise up, I was more drawn to people like like I said, PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, Cinnamon Toast Can, like people like that. Markiplier was one of those people that I was like aware of him, like he's pretty cool too, and he just seems to have gotten cooler and cooler over the years. He's made fucking YouTube TV series. He's making a fucking movie now. He just seems like a cool dude who's doing lots of cool shit, and he seems like he'd be super chill. Plus, he looks like he gives real good hugs, like those kind of like big, strong, and like pull you in, give you a good squeeze. Not like a bear hug, but like a nice firm hug. Toshi is one of the W YouTubers I've watched. I do my best, even though I haven't fucking put out content in like almost a year at this point. Maybe not no content, because I do have podcast episodes and I stream like this and stuff. It would be nice if I could fucking find some time to finish up my actual topic and essay videos and get those out more frequently. I feel like a big part of the video that I'm working on now has just been sort of like some mental blocks, stuff like that. Going waffling a little bit on some of my scripting stuff, kind of dragging ass a little bit with editing, because editing's always the hardest part. But I feel like once I get the Fallout Prime review video once I get that out, things are going to start flowing a lot easier. But yeah, that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping I can fucking kick this thing into high gear and blast off to the moon, but we'll see what happens. Where's he headed? Okay, so Hugo's ran away like a little bitch. Where'd he go?
There's only one place. He's likely to reach the meteorology sector any minute now. Up at the Hawksbill weather station. What?
Oh, shit. I missed that. What did it say there? Meteorology station any minute. Hawksbill weather station. Audrey already left to try to stop him, but even with Cassidy, he's gotten too much of a head start. Yeah, that's definitely true. In there now.
No, wait. We need to discuss what you'll do when you get there.
Kill him.
Be brief. I need him alive.
Oh. I need him alive. I'm gonna kiss him. I'm gonna kiss him good. Kiss him hard. All right. I won't kill. I'm not gonna kill him.
Good. We need him breathing if we want to learn more about this affliction. It'd be years of
I guess we do need
lost.
that. Why? To weaponize him? Control the Lost yourself? I just get like real fucking paranoid all of a sudden. Okay, I'll bring him in.
Thank you. Expect resistance, but remember, bring him in alive. Dismissed.
All right, dope. Let's see.
You've been a greater asset than I could have asked for. I'm in your debt.
So if anybody... Also, fucking Sterno, Skibbity Toilet. Sterno, what are you doing? It's fucking way past your bedtime. It's like fucking, what, 4 in the morning there? I don't know. I don't know what time it is in Lego Bricks land, but I know it's late. Okay, so... yeah, we'll stick with this one. I would imagine that a good or bad ending is going to kind of come down to what I decide to do with, turn this down just a little bit. What I decide to do with Hugo, whether I decide to kill him or whether I decide to bring him back. No, I guess I don't really need those. I would imagine anyway. I'm not 100% sure. Because there's also the whole big fucking giant robot out there somewhere. That's like an endgame boss. Maybe it's at the top of here. This is where you actually fight him. Fuck, maybe that's Hugo. But we still have to do that. I'm not 100% sure where that's going to take place. Again, it's probably at the top of this thing up here. What up, gamers? It's me, ya boy, followertoshi. YouTube streamer and YouTuber, well, I guess YouTuber extraordinaire! Where am I? There I am. Hi, how's it going? It's very quiet in here, partially because my volume was down. Because this fucking gun is loud as fuck. Even with the bass off.
Finally, I thought you'd never make it.
Thank you.
It's locked me out, but I bought some time by disrupting the startup sequence. It's only a matter of minutes before he gets it up and running again, though. I can't believe it's come to this. I hate him. So fucking much.
Let your anger flow through you. It's okay, Audrey. We're gonna stop him. Together. You gotta nuke the weather station. It starts an event called Neurological Warfare. And you have to fight 3 of those bots. Okay, it kind of makes sense that you would have to nuke the weather station because that's kind of how you start off a lot of these bigger fights. Except for the Nuka World one. That's how you start off the Scorch Beast Queen, Earl Williams, and... I think that's it, actually. I thought there was a 3rd one. I guess now this is the 3rd one, but that makes sense. We're gonna stop him together.
Yes, we are. For good.
Yeah.
He needs to die. My God. Did I really just say that?
You did.
This is really the only choice he's given me, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's true. Please, he has to die. He can't do this again.
God. I'm fucking... So, it's really fucking hot here in Oregon right now. The Pacific Northwest, like Portland, Washington, Oregon as a state in general. We're going through like a fucking heat dome for like until like Friday, I think. So like it's fucking hot all week. it's 37 degrees Celsius outside right now, and I'm trying to keep the house at like 20 because that's like around room temperature, and my house doesn't have like the greatest insulation, so basically like it's so warm outside that even with the AC that's been going all day, it's still warming up inside. So like the AC is not powerful enough to keep the house at a specific temperature because of the fact that it's so hot outside. God damn it. Like it's not, you know, fucking intolerable, but it's like, gee whiz, that's just how warm it is outside. Dad alive, I'll figure it out, but your father needs to be stopped. Still your father. Oberlin wants him alive. He might be right.
You don't understand. Oberlin thinks we can still fix all of this. But we can't. We're out of options. The experiment proves that. If he's left alive, he might break free. He might try this again. He's not just a monster. He's a manipulator. He has to die. It's the only way. Please. We need to end this.
I feel like the good option is not killing him. I'll figure it out. He needs to be stopped first.
Believe me, I know I'm starting to sound like I'm losing it too, but this is the only way. I'll begin unlocking the doors to the top floor. Just make your way there. The area is crawling with Lost. Probably his doing. Be careful. I'll be in touch over the loudspeakers. Please, go.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, that'll get you in.
Thank you.
Just focus on the Lost while I work on the next grid.
Here? Oh, yeah. Oh, there's a lot of you. Focus on shooting all you guys. Because you see, I have a sentinel build, which means when I stand in one place, I don't take as much damage.
Got it. You're almost there. One more to go. Oberlin! God, you almost gave me a heart attack.
What's the status? We're not vomiting up electricity. Still haven't gotten to him yet? Pick up the pace. We gotta hurry.
I'm still fucking getting to him. Calm the fuck down. I'm the one doing all the murder here.
You mean kill him? Are you crazy? No, we need him alive.
James, it's too risky to keep him alive. Had to die. Had to.
Soldier, you know your orders. Do not let emotion guide you. We need him alive.
Not,
Get in there!
My friend.
Hi.
Schön dich wiederzusehen. I apologize for pulling the wool over your eyes earlier. I needed a suitable distraction to hold their interest. But I should warn you, any attempt to dissuade me will be made in vain. I recommend turning back while you can.
Oh, that's Cassidy right there. Or Cassie. I was like, the fuck's that? It's Cassie. I'm like, oh, okay. I think if nuclear war would happen IRL, then I would be like the storyteller from that one Fallout YouTube series. I mean, we all like to think that, but the reality is we'd all just probably be dead within like a month. Maybe. All right. Right there. Okay. Shut up, Hugo. This ends now. Stop before it's too late. Bruh.
Late? Too late for what? For a solution to our problems?
Yeah.
Do you not see? My darling standing right here beside me. She walked here with me, followed my every step. Do you not understand what this means?
Nah.
I know the others wouldn't, but surely you do.
Spell it out for me. I'm not too smart. She's the puppet. How is this possible? The machine hasn't activated yet. She doesn't look too well, Hugo. You gotta stop. Nope. Warning, he has 4 phases. Uh-oh. Okie dokie. She doesn't look too good, bruh.
What would you know of us? How can you begin to comprehend what we are?
What?
Months ago, before we ever crossed paths, I stood here with Cassidy just as we had a decade ago. I ran this machine again, hoping, begging for a solution, and at worst, a release from this solitary life. The results were unexpected, more severe than my first attempt. The storm, you see? The shattering of the land around here? A result of that brave step.
He's still on that very ends justify the means bullshit. You being behind the second accident is the least surprising thing I've ever heard. So what, 3 times the charm?
This would imply it was a failure.
I mean...
It wasn't. I made great progress in my second attempt. I was able to calm my Cassidy. Suddenly, she responded to my will. She followed my footsteps. She looked me in the eyes again. In that moment of bliss, we fled away back to the atrium. Hand in hand, like school children, we ran while this devilish machine spun on, sowing destruction. I learned something important about the power I hold. I am the gravitational force they need. I am a vessel for this storm. I can move them, save them.
Okay. You have Cassidy back, just stop here. You aren't helping them, you're just controlling them. You're the only one he's saving. You aren't helping them, you're just controlling them. Yeah, because, like, the way he described Cassidy there very much sounded like she was, like, catatonic or, like, brain dead, but was still able to, like, respond to basic stimulus, you know. Nothing going on upstairs, but can still, like, respond to action. She's a puppet, bro. You're dancing around with a fucking marionette.
For now, perhaps. But that's why we must finish this. For months, I've pushed Hilda and Audrey toward the solution. I knew it was in me, the signal to shepherd them. I just needed them to isolate it, decode it, replicate it. To teach our machine to dance to my song, to forge a true bridge between me and our lost children. But truly, the last missing piece was you, mein Freund. Without your drive, we'd have been stuck. So, before we end this for good, I do want to thank you again for being a catalyst for change. Now,
Dicks.
let's finish this, shall we? I have business to attend to.
Enough you're coming with me, forgive your sins. This isn't free will, this isn't a solution. That sounds pretty cool. This isn't free will, this isn't a solution, Hugo.
You know nothing. I can see that now. Free will? Violence is the only will your ilk understands.
That's racist.
En garde.
On guard. Okay. Doesn't take damage. Whoop. He's got big bright. I definitely should have been a little bit more prepared for this fight. I'll win though. It'll just take a little bit longer. Now, here's the big question. Oh, wait, no, there he is. Oh, fuck. Because I ain't got the healing thing. Haha, I'm up here. Oh, excuse me. Let's get rid of you guys. He's got the one gun that could fucking actually do any severe damage to me. Of course he would. Makes sense though. It's a lightning gun. That's kind of his whole shtick. Alright. Enough goof trooping around. Fire. Gotcha. Oh. Round 2. Just kind of line up there. Good. Perfect. What's hurting me here? You? That would make sense. Can't damage you. He's got those Magneto powers. It's not technically Magneto. Whoop. He's more charred too. He's getting more burnt up and crispy. That's cool. That's a cool aesthetic. Hey, don't you fucking run away from me. You fucking coward. Look at him, he's all fucking blackened and shit. That's cool. That's actually pretty dope. I like the fucking, like, end-game bosses that they got, or not end-game bosses, but end quest bosses. I don't remember his name, but the, like, crazy scientist dude who was, like, the final boss of Broken Steel was, or Fractured Steel? What was the fucking third, upgrade, or, fucking patch for, the Brotherhood stuff? I can't remember the name of it, but in that one, the crazy scientist guy turned into like it's just like a big like giant mutant along the lines of a super mutant behemoth, but like more mutated, and that was pretty cool. And this is kind of like along the same lines because he started off as just like regular Hugo Lost Boy. But with each iteration, he becomes more charred and blackened and stuff. That's cool. That's good attention to detail. You're all, like, fucked up, bruh. Okay, so now I just talk to you. I'm gonna loot shit. I'm over encumbered. Steel Rain, that was it. When I did this quest on my Brotherhood character, I came loaded with a shit ton of ammo and almost used all of it up and ran out of stim packs. Thank God I had power armor. No, yeah, like... I remember when I first started doing this quest line, somebody said that, like, at the beginning, you go to Vault 63 and the Lost are everywhere. Somebody had watched Oxhorn play it, and apparently Oxhorn had some problems with actually, like, it was kind of a challenge. It was difficult. But me, I'm over there with my flamethrower just fucking melting anything and everything in my way. And, like... especially this mission right here. I feel like if I hadn't been as stacked as I am, this and a lot of these other segments, including the Lost, would have been pretty damn hard. Because this was a pretty tough fight, even though I seem to have very little problem with it. This is. Damn, they're ramping up the difficulty level with this update.
I underestimated your strength, it would seem.
You damn straight you did.
Suppose this is an unfortunate turn of events for me, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Got a cozy cell waiting for you back at the vault, bitch. Yeah.
So that is your solution? To lock me away like some caged animal. So short-sighted. There's another way. You don't have to end this. You can still help me, if only you'd see things my way for a moment. If only you'd see the sparkle in her eyes. There's hope. She is in there. They all are. I can be the bridge. I just need your help this one final time. That pull between us. Every footstep perfectly placed once more. So please, help me.
What do you mean help? Capture Hugo will help you once you're behind bars. You're beyond help now. It's time to die. Okay, so it's very clear that killing him is the bad ending, the evil ending. Anybody who's played through this before would the other one here, capture Hugo, would that be like the good one? You know? Because like I would go with capture Hugo as like the good option. But like I don't know, because like I don't really think that the fucking Lost can be brought back. Like again, the way he described Cassidy before made it sound like like everything that we've seen so far with how the Lost samples reacted to him, like his sample, very much made it seem like they're just responding to him as like the boss, right? The leader. Very similar to how the Scorch Beast, like the Scorch will naturally flock to the Scorch Beast. He's not like, they don't have proper sentience. They're just following the commands of a higher drone, you know, hive mind kind of thing. So that very much seems like what's happening. And Hugo is conflating that with consciousness or life or anything like that, or at least the bridge between those 2 points, between life and puppetry, I suppose. Capturing Hugo is probably the best ending. I also kind of think so. Fuck. I don't want to look at the ending. I want to go for it, but I also don't want to make the wrong decision. Yeah, fuck it. Let's just go for it. We'll capture Hugo. Follow your heart.
I have no strength to fight. Do what you will, then. Fool.
That's mean.
Good. He's still breathing. Hurry up and power down that machine.
Okay.
We'll come retrieve him when it's safe.
I trusted you. I fucking trusted you.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. The ultimate revenge is living a good life. Did it. Boom. You good? I like this weapon you got. This is badass. Hope I get a weapon like that. That's cool. Alright. Country roads take me home. God, I'm so fucking low on flamer fuel. Alright. What up, gamers? Return to Vault 63 Atrium. Gotta get outside first so I can drop some of this trash off in my tent. In the morning as she calls me, the radio reminds me of my home far away. Yesterday. To the place. Alright. Where is... Okay, so that's just gonna be off into the... into the fucking void of nothing. Where are you? Probably have to get a little farther down here. Come on. Yeah, we're pretty far away from it. How far do we gotta go? I'm just trying to place down my tent. Please. Mercy. Oh my god, we gotta go so far. Watch, I probably have something that's like super heavy that I don't even really need. Like fusion cores or some shit. Come on. Come on. I know you're here somewhere. Reveal yourself. For fuck's sake. Can I jump off here without dying? Am I close enough to the ground yet? Yeah. close, though. In the morning now she calls me. Radio reminds me of my home far away. There we go. Shit, come on. There we go. Need support, cannot place. There's your fucking support. There we go. Alright, let's see. It was armor? Yeah, it was kind of armor. I think it's mostly weapons, though. Yeah, I got a bunch of these guys. Alright, so let me see here. Fucking right there. Yeah, we might as well just put some of this stuff in here, and then we can take it out later and sell it. There we go. That'll do. Do 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 do. Yesterday. What up, Oberland? Daniel's dead. We've been over this.
Hopefully. You did a hell of a good job back there. I knew you'd do the right thing.
Thank you.
You've been a good soldier for us. Glad we put our trust in you. Yep, you're one of the good ones, all right. No doubt about it. I'm just glad we're on the same team. Hate to go toe-to-toe with someone like you.
Yeah, you fucking are. Do I have the audio on voices set like real low or something? That bastard had it coming. Actually, I pity Hugo, actually.
Don't. That's exactly how he's manipulated us for years. His mask's off now.
Was her.
He's got no hold over us anymore. I'm sure it feels like he got off easy, but I assure you that's not the case. He's sedated for now, and still recovering from that proper ass whooping you provided. But
Hell
once he
yeah.
wakes up, the time for rest is over. The research begins. He's the key to solving the Lost, and we'll see to it that he remains a silent contributor.
Surely the name is a coincidence. It's
Glad there's still hope then, so you made him a lab rat. Just make sure it's a painful process. Glad there's still hope then.
Couldn't have said it better myself. In the meantime, we'll sort out the mess the sorry SOB left us. So, rest easy. But, look. I can't give you a Medal of Honor. Don't have one to give.
Fair.
But I would, if I could. This goes without saying, but you've more than earned my respect.
Hell yeah.
Hope that means something to you. Don't go turning into a stranger, alright? That's an order.
Fuck yeah. What a bro. Alright, so we did it. We've completed the whole Shenandoah Valley, Skyline Valley, Questline Valley. What do we get? Impact, right away, purified water. Ooh, V63 German word. Aw, cool, it's that fucking badass hammer thing. Hell yeah. Fucking get this guy. Let's take a look at this. Yeah. That's cool looking. Wonder how it stacks up as like a melee weapon. I don't really fucking rock too much melee weapon stuff. I got a power fist that's pretty good, but I don't usually do stuff like that. Let's see here. 50%. Yeah. Plus 50% more damage when your target's below 40% health. Good. 40% power attack damage and minus 40 damage when taken while power attacking. Minus damage when... Oh, minus damage taken when power attacking. Okay, so when I'm performing a power attack, I take less damage. Okay, that's pretty good then. That's pretty good. Hell yeah. Fucking mount that on the wall. Alright, I think that's everything related to Vault 63 and their whole questline stuff.
Hopefully Daniel will report in soon.
Yeah. So, anything else I
Thank you
can
for your help.
talk to you about?
Now that Stoltz's mad scheme has been dealt with, I can focus on fixing things around here.
Just checking in to see how things are.
Things are going as well as they can be. I couldn't have done it without your help. Is there anything in particular you wanted to ask?
Has Hugo said anything?
Stoltz isn't talking, but it's not as if that's unexpected. It's only a matter of time until we get some useful information from him. Hopefully, we can right the wrongs he was involved with.
What are you hoping to learn?
Where to start? What was he thinking with his asinine plan back at the lab? What he planned to do with the weather machine? The original purpose of this vault?
Ooh, that's a good point. What was the original purpose of Vault 63? What's going to happen to Audrey?
That's up to her. I told her I wouldn't hold it against her that she tried to shoot me. Many lives have been lost in our time here. Hopefully she's willing to help look after what's left. I suspect her mother alone may be reason enough for her to stay. But she is free to leave if she wishes to do so. Selfishly, I hope she's willing to support us here in the years to come.
And then what's going to happen to Cassidy?
Audrey and I returned her to her room, where she will be kept under observation. If well behaved, Hugo may be permitted opportunities to see her again. I doubt that will be for quite some time.
Fair enough. Well, let's move on.
Is there anything else?
What are your plans?
Where do I start? Got a list of things to address as long as Skyline Drive.
Any idea how to deal with the Lost?
With any luck, the research Hilda has been working on can be put to good use. If nothing else, it will be a good starting point for future research. And if they can't be fixed, well, maybe Hugo could still be useful to us after all.
What do you mean?
I honestly don't know. Hugo's ability to control them, and even resist the adverse effects himself, are our only clue. Maybe a cure isn't the answer. Maybe Hugo had the right plan with the wrong priority. Being able to harness that power for ourselves, just like Hugo? If we can't find a cure, maybe that's the answer. That's untapped potential.
Okay. So he's basically like, if we can't find a cure, then we'll have him control them as, like, what, a form of fucking labor or military or something? Kind of like the same thing that he was trying to do, sort of? You can't be serious.
Deadly serious. The world's gone to hell in a handbasket. We need all the protection we can get.
I don't know. I feel like he's not 100% wrong, but that seems kind of unethical. Of course, at the same time, you know, if it turns out that there isn't a way to get them back, you know, making the best out of a bad situation, it seems. But, like, I don't know. There's a lot of gray morality here. What will happen to the storm now?
With luck, it will disappear on its own without the machine powering it. I'll ask Audrey if she wouldn't mind keeping an eye on it.
Hugo and his wife wanted to build their dream vault, so that's why there were different sectors in different places on the map. Oh, okay.
So it was her.
That kind of makes sense. Especially if Hugo was... I know somebody said this before, that Hugo was a vault tech, you know, like on the board or whatever. So it makes sense that he would want to build a vault specifically for him and his wife, or more specifically, would have the ability to build a vault specifically for him and his wife. So yeah, that would definitely track. How are the dwellers taking the changes?
It's a mixed bag. Office politics and all that. I'm sure the rumor mill is already running rampant. Just one more thing to deal with.
Will you be reaching out to other settlements?
Not right now, but we might in the future. I need intel. I need to know we can have a friendly relationship with whoever's out there. I can't risk our security on a whim. Even reaching out to the army could have dire consequences for us.
Yeah, especially since you tried that before and it turns out they were just your boss. Any plans to reconnect with the army?
Maybe, in the future. I hold out hope they're still out there.
They are. They're just kind of different.
We've got more immediate fish to fry. But who knows? There's plenty of military facilities in this region. May be able to find an ally hidden among them.
A monorail was created, obviously, as transportation across the vault. Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, because somebody else said that Vault 63 was like the biggest vault. It just wasn't like fully completed, but especially if it stretched out to different areas across the region, that definitely tracks.
This is only the beginning. It will take some time for things to settle down.
Okay, bye.
Don't be a stranger. You're always welcome here.
Sick. Alright, let me check something here. This guy doesn't have as much aura, but still pretty dope. Let me check here.
This long. No reason to think it won't keep lasting.
Let's see what we got for endings. Fallout 76, Skyline, Valley, good. Actually,
I think the stress of everything
endings. Ba 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 do 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 do. Let's see. 76, all Skyline, Valley endings, good, bad endings, and true endings. Okay.
Audrey's pretty angry at what happened, but she'll come around. I'm not her father. She's free.
Good ending. In this ending, the player captures Hugo alive and learns about the affliction and potentially finds a cure for the lost. Audrey becomes the overseer of Vault 63, and Hugo is sedated for research purposes. Audrey. So, key takeaways. Fallout 76. Okay, no. So, good ending was capturing Hugo. Bad ending was killing Hugo. True ending, help Hugo. The player helps Hugo by choosing not to kill him. Oberlin becomes the overseer, and Hugo becomes a silent contributor for research. There is hope to finding a cure for the lost, and Cassidy's fate may be intertwined with Hugo's. So, captures Hugo alive and learn about the art of the affliction. Potentially, to cure, Audrey becomes the lost. So it seems like we got the true ending.
This could be the answer we need.
But then it says true ending, help Hugo. So maybe this one just isn't correct.
I'm tired of all the red tape and security checks just to get a breath of.
Oh no, I see. So that's that. So what I'm seeing here is it looks like, because the article I found seems like it's just a typed version of a YouTube video. So not 100% sure what the actual like good, bad, and true endings were, but it seems like we got at the very least the good ending, because Oberlin's in charge. Hugo's, stashed away in there somewhere, helping out with, or maybe not helping, but being utilized to find a cure for the lost, and you can find him in here, probably in here somewhere. Ooh, Audrey.
Shirley,
Get up.
sorry. Did you need something?
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you about the whole fucking almost killing your dad shit. Can you tell me more about your research?
I don't have a lot of time, but I can always find some to talk about my research.
Hopefully Bethesda makes more parts of Vault 63. That would be interesting. They expand upon it. Especially if it's like one of those things where it's like the vaults connect to other regions of Appalachia that are like still empty. So like, I don't think she has anything interesting to say anyway. So like, if they add an area down here, or like an area up here, or like up here to the west of the river and stuff like that, if they continued it and basically made it so like each new area, like, oh, like the fucking storm's getting worse, the fucking lost are spreading, more and more, and then like maybe whenever they get to the point where like, all right, we're gonna like shut down the game or whatever, they made it so that like the entire region was wiped out by the storm and the lost. That'd be, I very much doubt that they would go that way, but narratively that'd be an interesting direction to take the region in, especially since then it would flow into the rest of the timeline where we don't really hear much about Appalachia in like future games, which obviously because this game is the in real life latest entry into the series.
Don't you be starting to change things up around
But in universe takes place the soonest after the bombs dropped. So like narratively that'd be interesting. Canonically it'd be kind of wonky, maybe, but that'd be interesting. But it would be cool if they, like, when adding new areas, it kind of, like, continues the story that they set out, that they started telling in Vault 63 in the Skyline Valley update. Because they did that with the Brotherhood of Steel stuff. They started as like, oh, this is what we got going on with the Brotherhood. Boom, here's this one. And then in the next update, they continue the story, and then the next one after that. That'd be pretty interesting. I don't know if they're actually going to do that, but I think it'd be pretty neat. Excuse me. Sorry. Fuck. Getting all up in your business here. Oh, yeah, I was going to look for Hugo, see if I could find him, because Audrey's down there. Cassidy's probably somewhere else. Actually, she might be in that little room that's tucked away in the fucking janitor's closet. Do. Country roads. Hello, Hilda.
Oh, hello.
How's the research going?
Oh, hello.
Okay.
I hope that it's coming along.
Cool.
Well, sorta. It would be so much easier if I had access to my lab in organics. Still, it's not all bad. You helped me make a major breakthrough. Soon I'll have it all figured out. Probably. Maybe. I hope.
Alright, cool.
Bye-bye, then.
Bye-bye, Hilda. Alright, so it was in here? Over here? Pump access. Oop. No! Okay. So yeah, not in there. I wonder if Hugo's around here somewhere. Because that's kind of where I thought he would be. Maybe he's in the jail cell up there. Stairs. I think that goes down into the lower parts. Like the ruined part of the vault. Research. Yeah, that's all destroyed. There's this section.
Are there many like us out there? You know, with the skin.
Okay. Let's see. Yep, that's going down there. That's going down there. This is all that. Bathrooms. The bathroom's locked. This is bullshit. This is damn bullshit.
Hello again.
Hello again. Hello, hello. Alright, so not here. Let me run up here and check the jail cell. See if he's in there. That's the stairs. Security.
What if we
Because Oberlin's not in here now. He's at the vault. Oh, yeah, there he is. What up, Dick? He's a sleeping. He's a snoozing kind of man. I don't blame him, though. He's probably had a long day of getting poked and prodded with various different medical equipment. Okay. He's in the security jail room. Yeah, I found him. POV Appalachia just becomes a large-ass version of the Sierra Madre. I was thinking something more along the lines of, like, the Divide, but, I mean, either way, you know, ipso facto. That's not the correct term, but you know what I mean. Either way, gets to the same endpoint. Bloop. Look at that aura. Aura's gone. I'm gonna shoot you. Oh, never mind. I got this thing. Open the door. There we go. Open the door. Get on the floor. Everybody do the dinosaur. Here and then up there. Whoop. Okay. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything relating to the main quest line here with ooh, that's a pretty picture. That's a pretty picture. It's me. I'm back. The follower Toshi PNG that jiggle around and such. All right. Well, I guess that's the whole kit and caboodle when it comes to the quest line here in Shenandoah Valley. That's pretty good. Overall, pretty damn good. There were some things that were kind of it's difficult because like fucking I did half of all this like 2 weeks ago and the other half within the last 48 hours. Now I got to kind of remember like what we did previously and what we did before. But I think they did a good job a lot of it was mostly like centered around Hugo specifically as a character. I think they did a good job in kind of setting him up as like originally like, oh, this is somebody I can like trust a little bit. He seems like he's, you know, concerned about the well-being of the vault and stuff. And then you kind of go through it more and see that he's like kind of fucked up and manipulative, and it's like, oh fuck, that's not too cool. But then you kind of see his side of it, and then you kind of have to make that determination like, all right, do the ends justify the means here? Does that make me a good person? Does that make me a bad person? What does that say about Hugo? What does that say about me? You know, it's like I've said before, it's a tale as old as time. You just can't let go of something you should, and it ends up hurting those around you. And then we make all these little fucking, what is it? All these little excuses like, oh, well, if I just do this, then everything will be okay. I can make up for this later if something bad goes wrong. And that's very much what Hugo's got going on. As I speculated before, you know, maybe they could, like, if they expand into like other areas of the map, like, you know, open this area up, open that area up, and sort of continued the Fallout set or Vault 63 stuff. I guess it's over here, but if they continued the narrative and the story of Vault 63, especially with Hugo, like, he's still alive and everything, he's just in jail, there could very much be a whole like, oh, kablam, we're breaking out of here, and then he goes on a whole fucking Batman fucking Joker spree, and tries to continue to, you know, fix the lost, quote unquote. And, you know, in the process just ends up, you know, making things worse. The point is, I could very easily see him being an overarching villain for the rest of the series. Whether or not they actually do that, kind of up in the air. I don't think they will, but I think it'd be interesting if they did do that. I've read this theory that the Scorch virus mutates and destroys Appalachia. I mean, that's also, like, there are so many things in this game that are just, like, region-destroying creatures. You got the Scorch Beast, you got the Storm and the fucking, the Lost that it creates. The Lost don't really seem to be spreading, though, you know? Like, it's not like an infection in the same way that the Scorched are, but there does seem to be a large number of them. Whether or not they, like, you know, the Storm changes in any sort of way and does end up becoming one of those things where it turns people into the Lost. That's at this point anyway, I don't think that that's the case, but, like, you know, big storm, you never know what's gonna happen. But as far as the Scorch go, yeah, I could definitely see that. It definitely feels like with the main quest line, they've more so, it's less of a possibility because everybody's vaccinated against the Scorch plague, but at the same time, you know, they could throw a monkey wrench in there and kind of goof everything up, make the Scorch a much more dangerous presence. And then you got the fucking Nuka World, like that giant mole rat thing that busts out of the ground around the fucking around the roller coaster. That's a fucking huge thing in and of itself. But, like, there's just so many, like, massive end game bosses that represent, like, such a huge threat to the region. Like, it could be a variety of things, and that's one of the things that I think is really awesome about Fallout 76 is it's an evolving story, right? The main quest that we see is definitely, like, a part of the game, like a part of the story and the developing narrative, but in that same vein, the story around the game growing and becoming, you know, bigger, better, more expansive is in and of itself just as much of the story as the main story itself. And I think that's really cool. I think that's one of the really cool things that that these open world MMOs can get away with, quote unquote get away with, that they can do. World of Warcraft had a very similar, and continues to have a very similar sort of dual history sort of thing. The history of the game and the history around the game. And I just think that's so cool. Fucking video games are just awesome. I don't care what anybody says. Video games are dope as shit. And I like them. But, unfortunately, that is all the time we've had for today. We went a little bit overboard. Maybe not a little bit overboard. I went a little bit longer than I typically, with my new schedule anyway, want to try to go. But we finished it up. I wanted to give my my end of run thoughts about the quest line and stuff, and just fucking expound on the future of Fallout 76 and just talk about the game itself, because the game is super interesting, both in the story that it's presenting, how that affects the larger lore, and maybe not what's going to come for future updates and stuff, but just like what am I even trying to say here? I just wanted to talk about the game because I really like the game. I like the way it's sort of evolving and growing, and like just every new update just seems like it's going to be super awesome. I jumped into the PTS earlier today, just to like get a look at the new legendary weapon modification stuff, because right now in the game, I probably talked about this on stream yesterday too, but right now as it is in the game, when you do specific quests, you get a legendary weapon, and there's an RNG roll on the legendary weapon that determines how many legendary perks it has, up to 3, and what those perks are. And so, sometimes you'll get like a weapon that's got really bad perks. Sometimes you'll get a weapon that has weapon or armor that has like god tier perks, like the perfect loadout. With the new update that they're working on right now in the PTS, basically the way it's going to work is you'll still have RNG rolls when you get a legendary weapon or armor, but what happens is that you can then take that legendary item to a workbench, scrap it, and have a percentage to get the plans for that legendary item, learn that item, and then you can apply that legendary to to the weapon, to weapons or armor, depending on which one it's for. And you do that using legendary modules, which are already a thing in the game, but now you can craft legendary modules with legendary particles, which you also get just like straight up from scrapping legendary the legendary items. So it's going to be interesting because that's also going to affect the legendary script, which is the things that you get already from taking the legendary items and turning them into the what is it? Those little like vending machine things at we saw one of them when we were at the fucking trading hub over here. Oh wow, it's actually that close. Can I actually see it from here? No, not really. The storm's pretty thick. But we can take legendary items, put them in those, and then we get legendary script and exchange. And we take legendary script, and then we go over to Purveyor Mergrams and just buy loot boxes for legendary items. So it's going to affect that, and I think the way it's primarily going to affect it is it's going to turn those, because there's not going to be as much incentive to turn legendary items in to get script. It's all going to be about scrapping legendary items to get plans and to get legendary particles to craft into modules. So the legendary scripting, I think, is going to see a big decline in how many people are turning in items for script, but you still get script from doing specific missions, so it's a likelihood that even though we'll be seeing less people turning in legendary items, we'll still see more or maybe not more people, but we'll still see people taking the legendary script that they get from specific events and going and buying the loot box things so that they can take those and then scrap them. So it's definitely going to change up that dynamic. I don't know if legendary scripts are going to be as viable after that update. Their usefulness is definitely going to drop significantly, but I don't see it like completely going away. I don't see Bethesda really getting rid of that as a functionality, because fucking like one of the super early things that they introduced was I'm pretty sure it was with the Wastelanders update, or maybe the one like right after that. They did the thing where you can like go and do that heist and bust on into Vault 79 and start trading gold bullions. No, sorry. What was it? It was like the. Do I even still? I think I still have it. Where is it? It's in stats collections. Is it gold bullions? I thought it was something else. I have so many gold bullions though. Holy shit. Yeah, script too. Damn. Okay. But basically, you could take like they were basically dollar bills and turn them in for gold bullions, and then you use the gold bullions to buy specific plans from specific vendors. And it's just that never really like took off. It was always kind of like a minor currency in the game. So like some people still use it, but at this point, I don't think many people actually even remember that it's a full, proper implementable thing. Kind of like stamps. Stamps are something that got introduced with the first expedition, and it's the very same thing. You do an expedition, you get stamps, and then you can use those stamps to buy specific plants from specific vendors. But like, not very many people use them, so they're just kind of like a low-tier currency. Overseer tickets. I don't even fucking know what overseer tickets are. I know what possum and tadpole badges are. I don't know what fucking overseer tickets are. That's another. There's just all kinds of weird currency in this game, and they're just adding another one, which I think is kind of silly. But you know, if it serves some sort of functionality, it's fine. It's just kind of a lot to keep track of sometimes. But I'm super excited for the legendary update. It seems like it's going to be really dope. It seems like it's going to be able to allow people to make builds that incorporate legendary perks a lot easier, and it's gonna make it. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to be a lot stronger now, and I think that's both awesome and a little scary. Even though, you know, not very many people fucking PvP in this game, but all the same. All right, well, as I said, we've gone a little bit longer than we intended to, but this was fun. This was good. We finished up the Skyline Valley update for Fallout 76. And so next weekend, I don't know. We'll see. There's always like, you know, modding Fallout 4. We could jump into Starfield. We could do another game. We got plenty of options. For now though, like I said, this is going to be the end of our stream. I thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoy, like, follow, share, subscribe. Check out my links down in the description below. TikTok, Twitter, Discord, probably a couple other I'm not thinking of. I got Instagram. I don't really post on Instagram so much, but it's there, and I post every once in a while on there. But links in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that stuff. We will be back next weekend, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Saturday and Sunday, just like this weekend. And until then, I hope you had a good day. I hope you have a good weekend. I will see you all next weekend. And until next time, I will see you all out there in the wasteland. Bye!